You got to figure out whether you want to be successful or comfortable, because there is no in between. For real. You got to figure out if you want to be successful or comfortable. I'm just giving it to you real. Because we all come to that fork in the road. That fork in the road where we don't know what to do. And so there's a story that goes, there's a man, he's driving down a road, right? He's driving down the interstate. And he's looking out the window. He sees the sunset. He sees deer. He sees trees. Now, it's just him on this road. Everything's clear. There's no roadblocks. There's no traffic jams. He can go whatever speed he wants. And he's been on this road for a while. Never seen a sign. Then one day he's driving and there's a sign that says, exit, success, 50 miles. He's like, that's weird. I've never seen that sign before. What could that mean? What does success mean to me? I mean, is this a road I want to take? Where does it lead to? What does that mean? Is it talking to me? Like, what does success mean to me? So he thinks about it for a few minutes, and then it just slips his mind, and he goes back to observing, doing what he's been doing. So then in another 30 miles, it says, success, exit 20 miles. He's like, now this time he's a little irritated because he's like, you know what? These signs, they're here now. They've never been here before. What does this mean? What is this success thing? You know, am I on the right path? Am I on the right road? Why does it keep mentioning this? I don't know what to do. So he thinks about it a little more, and then he puts it off his mind. He goes back to observing the deer and then 1 mile into the exit, it says success, last chance, turn, next exit. And this time he's a little nervous. He's a little nervous because he doesn't know if he's been on the right path, and he doesn't know what this path of success looks like for him. And at the last minute, he turns onto the road to success. He turns onto the road to success, and right away it's chaos. There's other cars, there's other people now, there's roadblocks. And 3 miles in, he just gets to this roadblock, and he gets out. His car's at a complete stop. There's a sign on the roadblock. It says, exit 1 mile. You cannot go any further. And on this roadblock, there was a list of reasons he could not go forward. It said, you are black. You are not smart enough. You come from poverty. You grew up in this environment. All of these things that he's never thought as obstacles, telling him he cannot do this, that he needs to turn back. So he gets in his car. He's ready to turn back in a few miles. He starts driving after he clears some rubble out of the roadblock, and he's like, wait a minute. It's like, I've come this far. Why would I be traveling down this road of success and turn back now just because a sign told me to? He was like, I made that decision to turn down this road of success. That sign didn't make me. I chose this. So he says, I'm going to keep going forward. So he keeps going forward, right? And he travels another 100 miles, and he sees a sign. Turn back now. Now, by this time, he's hungry. He needs water. Before, he could just, on the other road he was going, he could just stop and get water wherever. He didn't have to worry about it. He didn't have to worry about food. He can get food wherever. But on this road, he's starving. He's hallucinating now, right? And so he's ready to turn back. And as he get ready to turn back, he thinks, wait a minute. I don't know if in the next few miles there will be water and food. I don't know. But if I turn back now, I'll never know. And if I turn back now, I'll go back to the same road I was on, but now I'll have to constantly have to think about what could have been if I would have tried my hardest. So he stays on the road, and eventually he finds food and he finds water. And at that moment, it hits him. Boom. He's like, I'm thirsty and I'm hungry because I've been driving for so long without any food or water that I had to think about food and water. I had to think about how I was going to get it. When I was on the other road, I didn't have to think about how I was going to get it. It was given. And you have to realize that at some point, you have to start thinking for yourself. When you are on the road, the first road where this man was traveling and did not have to think about a thing, he did not have to do that because someone else had cleared the obstacles in his life for him. Someone else told him when to be to work, when to go home, how much he was going to make. So he was able to center his life around that. He didn't have to think about anything. He didn't have to do any of the things necessary in order to succeed because it was already cleared for him. When someone else clears the obstacles for you, you are living out their dream and their goals, not yours. And so he realized that being on the road to success was not about what was at the end and what was promised to him. Being on the road to success is about being on the road to success and overcoming the obstacles necessary to keep you on that road to success. The hard part is not being on the road to success, but staying on the road to success. Consistency. There are so many opportunities for you to turn back and go back to the life you were living. So many opportunities for you to say, oh, I'm hungry, I'm tired, I'm thirsty, I'm not good enough, I'm black, I'm too short, I'm not smart enough. No one has ever done it in my family. All of these opportunities, all of those are opportunities to turn back. And until you realize that the opportunities to turn back are also opportunities to keep pushing forward, you will have a hard time reaching your goals and succeeding. Keep pushing. That's Fitz.